Hello dear friends, welcome back to Sparkle with Jyoti. Hope you're doing absolutely amazing. If you are new to the channel, then please go down and hit the subscribe button and the bell notification button so that you do not miss any videos of mine. I do make videos on Swedish lifestyle, culture and how to arrive here, how to find your way around here. I've been living in Sweden last 6 years and I hope that I'm helping you with my videos and with all the useful information which I shared on my channel. So today I want to talk about the mistakes, or rather things which I would have done if I would have arrived in Sweden right now in 2022. So I'm going to talk about some useful pointers which I have not shared earlier. So if you are interested, then please keep on watching. Friends, let's begin. So the first thing what I want to talk about, guess what? I am sure if you are OG subscribers and if you're watching my channel for quite some time, you know that what I'm going to talk about, and that is learning Swedish. Yes, of course. I have right now I have conversational skills in Swedish, but I do wish that I would have taken it seriously and I would have learned Swedish right from the beginning and right from the time I arrived in Sweden. Of course, that time you don't know what the future will entail and what kind of importance Swedish language holds here in Sweden, right? I thought that I love languages and I wanted to learn Swedish, but there were several things and there are several obstacles, especially if you are a woman coming along with your husband, or if you're a partner coming along on dependent visa with your partner. It is definitely difficult because you have to be at home handling several responsibilities. Like for example, with me, when I arrived, I conceived, so it was first time after 5 years of marriage, so I was more into that. I wanted to make sure that the baby is safe, or मुझे बहुत I was so excited, thrilled, as well as I wanted to take every precaution to keep my baby safe. So that's the reason I took a break. Initially मैं आने के बाद I had joined Swedish classes and I was doing very well. I also had got an internship in a finance company और मैं वहाँ पे bookkeeping और वो सब सीख रही थी. But जब मैं conceive हुई, I had some problems, of course health problems, so I wanted to make sure that the baby is fine. So मैंने break ले लिया. मैंने I took a break from learning Swedish and I decided to stay at home. So I think overall everything turned out fine now. But then if I would have known that how Swedish is important to climb the ladder or to get any kind of your dream job, or if you want to make your career in here in Sweden, then how important learning Swedish is. So that was the first mistake what I did. I took it lightly. So almost one and a half year to 2 years I did not learn Swedish. And the second mistake which is associated with the first one is when you get a job. Okay, so just when my baby turned 1 year old, I got a job in a English in a Swedish company, but my job was to speak in English and to handle English clients. So that time I know it is so difficult to squeeze in so much of work. You are doing a full-time job, you're managing your house, you're managing a toddler, and on top of that, if you have one more responsibility of learning Swedish, you would go crazy. But there are many people who do that, and I really suggest right now that you should do that. So if you're coming then, and if you also, even if you get a job and the job is in English, do try to have some distance courses or part-time courses and learn Swedish, because you never know. Here the jobs are contract basis. So if you lose the job after 6 months, after 1 year, or whenever that could be, it's always good to learn Swedish. And if you have some Swedish skills, you can get any other job quickly. You can get job in retail stores and restaurants, or any other kind of places where there is usually a need of staff or there is demand for work. Okay, because the other skills, like if you're of course if you're in IT or if you're a technical field, not talk about Swedish skills. But if you are from any other field apart from IT or software, if you're from say marketing field, communications, if you're from human resources, from talent acquisition, or any other field where you need to speak in Swedish, then I suggest that you start learning Swedish as soon as you arrive in Sweden, as soon as you get your your person number, get enrolled and start learning Swedish. Because if you start, the earlier you start, start, the earlier you will be able to find your way around here and be fluent in Swedish. Not the native kind, but at least you'll be much more, you will reach higher level than you were before when you arrived in Sweden, right? The important thing what I want to talk about is networking. It's extremely important to network in Sweden, because 99% of the jobs, or you will get from your network or from your contacts. Okay, and networking, I don't mean you just maybe hang out with your own people, you hang out with your community, you have like some potlucks or you have some get-togethers. No, I'm not talking about that kind of networking. I'm talking about networking in professional world. Okay, you can hang around people, you can send messages, or you can approach people on LinkedIn. So in order to do that, first of all, you have to identify like what is your future course of action. What do you want to do after coming to Sweden? Do you want to continue the same field which you were in back in your home country, or do you want to switch careers? Do you want to have like a different career or a new path? So first find out that, and then find the people from that particular field. For example, if you're a marketing professional like me, then find people who are already doing well in that particular field. So you can maybe send them invitations on LinkedIn, or you can send them find people on Facebook, because Facebook groups are very active here in Sweden, and like these kind of European and abroad countries, usually the Facebook groups are quite active, so you can find like whatever you're looking for on these groups. So try networking that way, and there are several opportunities in Sweden for you to network. There are something called as after work, so there are several restaurants here or bar where people do hang out after work, because usually the people are single here, they don't have their extended families here, so they do hang out with other people and try to network or build some kind of relationships or friendships, right? So you can also visit these kind of restaurants in the evening after 7, and maybe have a drink, or maybe try to find out the people, talk to people and find out if they are from your field, and if they're already successful in that field, or if they're working in some particular company, then it's better for you, right? You find some kind of a guidance, and do not just go and ask them, oh, can you give me a job, or I'm looking for a job, or I'm looking for an opportunity to work. No, try to build relationship, try to understand their background, or a little bit about their life, and then maybe you can after 2 or 3 meetings, maybe then you can ask that if they can guide you in this particular area, right? So I cannot harp enough about networking. I think I didn't network the right way in the beginning. I was busy, trying to find friends, like Indian friends in my community. I was trying to do the same thing. I was trying to organize potlucks, and I was trying to organize some kind of festivals, gatherings, all that. But that is not going to help you in the long run. Okay, trust me. So it's always good to find people from your area, and the earlier you find, because I feel like I wasted like first 2-3 years of not networking. Otherwise I would have got much more people in my list, and who would have either been like a useful contact in my business right now, or I would have got some kind of other lead in any other format. But do not underestimate networking and having contacts, because everything works here on contact basis. So someone somewhere will know some kind of an opening or some kind of other opportunity for you, and that will be pretty helpful for you. So try to broaden your network and try to have maximum connections as much as you can. Next thing what I would like to recommend, or the thing which I wish I would have done, is volunteer. Volunteering is highly appreciated and even recommended here in Sweden. So there are several organizations. If you don't know, just Google it. I think the art of Googling is pretty underestimated and undervalued. So try to learn the art of Googling, and try to just Google maybe a non-profit organizations in Sweden, or wherever you live, Gothenburg, Stockholm, wherever it is. So maybe Google that non-profit organizations, or maybe Red Cross organization. There's also some like smaller groups which do study, like Bible study as well. So there are several groups, there are a lot of meetups, there are book clubs, so all these type of small organizations do need volunteers, because of course the system here, or the right word is system here, is that usually there is a non-profit organization organization, or there will be a very small startup which will be started just by a solo proprietor, like just like me. And it's very difficult to hire people here, because it's like even if you hire one person, you have to pay the whole salary of that person, then you have to be responsible for paying the tax and also taking care of that person and also the pension and everything. So it's pretty expensive to hire people here. So as a business woman right now, I can understand the pain that of hiring people. So it's always good that you get volunteers, or you get interns to work in the beginning stage of your company. And when later on, when you feel the company is profitable, or when you see that the revenue is increasing and you're doing much more better, then the NGO or the company usually gets converted into a profitable organization like AB, because normally when you are a sole proprietor, it's just like you can start by your own name as well. Later on, when you want to have like a proper organization, you want to hire people, you want to have policies and bank and everything in place, then your company becomes AB. And then so that is the system basically. So when you're volunteering for organization, it's as good as you're working, okay? Because here, even if you having like an internship, or you're having like a basic volunteering job, it is a job. It entails all the roles and responsibilities which you will otherwise do in a job, okay? So the volunteering is highly recommended here and highly valued. So these skills, if you acquire, you also get there are multiple things what you can achieve here. So first is that you meet people, so you make network, you have a network and you have contacts. And secondary, you also get experience. That is so important. And when you even if you're not working, or if you have a gap, but when you go for an interview, then you can definitely tell about all these experiences, and they like it, okay? The employers do love that you're just not sitting idle, but you are doing all these kinds of things. And this will help you to sound like you don't wait for people or offers or opportunities to come to you, but you do take initiative from your own side, and you do something on your own, and you do learn skills on your own. Because in Sweden, it's not like that you are like spoon fed. You have to take initiative, and they like that you do something on your own, okay? So I think volunteering is I highly recommend that. And you do try to search for organizations which are looking for people. It's okay if they don't pay you initially, but at least gain the experience, put it in your resume, and that will be definitely useful for you at some point in your life, definitely. I think I would wrap the video right now, because I have spoken so much, but I felt that these are the important things which you should know about Sweden. And I am sure this will help you, and I will definitely have some more points in my next video. So stay tuned for that. And if you have liked the video, please do not forget to like, subscribe, comment and share. And I'll see you in my next video. Till then, stay positive and stay happy. Bye bye. Take care.